Shane was talking Saturday after the game about a couple new packages on third down, some linebackers. I guess what was your overall assessment of that, and specifically Jaron Willis and how he played in those?
Yeah, I like the new package. The little 3-3-5. I thought it brought a different element to the game. It let those guys kind of play a different role. Necessarily, Jaron hasn't got any reps this year leading up to that moment, and I think he handled the moment really well. He's a very talented player. He's very explosive. Him and Bam, that's kind of what it was designed for. They're both explosive linebackers that can rush and cover. So we need to get them involved, and that's what we did.
You guys are always preaching one game at a time, not looking ahead. I imagine it adds an extra flame to that mission when you need all 4 wins to make a bowl. So is there a bit more passion to knowing need a win absolutely on Saturday?
Yeah, I think we've had a lot of passion the past couple of weeks. We know we needed to win, more games than we have been. But these next 4 is what people remember. They're going to remember how we, respond to the adversity that we're facing and can bounce back, and people remember November. So we're going to finish strong.
Hey, man, what's the biggest thing you've learned so far this season from Debo? And is Mo kind of still in your ear with, different, tips and tricks and that sort of thing for playing linebacker?
Yeah, I've learned a lot from Debo. I think he's one of the best linebackers in the SEC, in my opinion. He has the best mentality that I've ever seen in a football player. The way he plays is unmatchable. You can't coach it. He plays with such an aggression that you just feed off of it, and you want to do that alongside him. So that's one of the biggest things I've learned from him. Then Mo is always around, telling us little tips here and there, just about footwork and stuff like that, and where you should put your eyes and how to manage, adversity throughout the game and stuff like that.
Stone, on Sunday, Shane was talking about maybe some of the miscommunication or just confusion sometimes, whether it be motions or just trades with the tight end going to one side or the other pre-snap. I know you can only specifically talk about the linebackers, but what do you think has been one of the issues that you guys have faced the most this year, and is some of that what Shane's talking about?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it comes down to blowing assignments. That's why people get open, is because you blow your assignment. People wouldn't be running scot-free if we, did our jobs 100% of the time. So that's something we got to get better at and that we're working on every day. And I think we've done a great job getting better. I think Texas A&M was, we were clean for most of the plays, and then we messed up, and they scored right before halftime, and that one really hurt. But it's just about eye discipline and stuff like that. I think that's one of our biggest things is just, you got to have your eyes in the right spot. And that's kind of how you get beat on defense in the SEC. If you miss one read, then, it gives up touchdowns.
Is there a feeling of being honored to play in the first ever Gamecock versus Gamecock game in the history of college football?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. I think I actually have Jacksonville State little Gamecock. My grandfather gave it to me that he said it was a Gamecock, so he passed it down to me. So I actually have one of theirs. It looks like a South Carolina Gamecock, but did you go to Jacksonville State? No, I don't know why he had it.
Did you say you guys were at times running a 3-3-5?
That's what the package was.
Gotcha. Okay. What that package, I know, there's schools in the country that run it, and a lot of people do it for deception. How much were you guys, disguising stuff and trying to make your blitzes and stuff look different?
You always try to disguise it. I mean, if you tell offense what you're running, you're going to get burned. So we always have to try to disguise it and do the best that we can to not give away what we're doing.
Hey, Stone, speaking of eye discipline, like you just mentioned, you got a really mobile quarterback coming up. Jacksonville State loves running the read option. How important is that going to be for the linebackers to stay home and play within yourselves?
Yeah, we always have keys for the week, people we watch, and that can help us identify plays faster. So that's just something we got to work on. It comes through watching film, comes through game plan. So that's stuff we just got to do. Appreciate it.